Shalom, this is your brother Tazar Yah Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out with another weekly lesson, and I pray that it be edifying. But first, we want to give all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say shalom and a harb to all the brothers and sisters that's thriving in this same true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is pretty much going to the fact of how fast the face of terror can change. And with all the events, that recently happened, including the New Orleans terrorist attack, the New York attack, bomb attack, Salaki. But for whatever reason, those 13 thugs that beat a handcuffed man to death, pretty much, they beat him to the point till he couldn't recover. So what's the difference? You got the media talking about officer beat man prior to death. See how they already trying to control the narrative of this situation? As if the beating didn't contribute to his death. They already trying to distance themselves from being the true face of terror. And if you try as hard as you may to pull up the face of the true terrors, it gives you a hard time. You have to just stay right on top of it and just be patient and try and search it out, because they're doing their best to keep it under wraps. Salaki, just a minute. Okay, prime example. They doing their best to hide the faces of these devils. There's no clear images of the people that was involved, the officers that was involved, and there were 13 of them. Imagine all those that didn't, participate in the beating, stood around and watched it like cheerleaders. But they'll have you to think that man there is the true face of terror. Not downplaying what he did. Hey, that was wicked. But this one individual, one distraught individual that did this. Okay. It was 13 people that participated in this. Even if they didn't put a hand on him, they stood around and watched. So they're just as guilty as the one that committed the crime. And as of yet, no one faces any charges. But here it is on video. Okay. Here it is on video for the whole world to see. No charges. With that being said, without ranting anymore,
this app is specifically designed to clear out phone storage.
Without ranting anymore, let me go to my first scripture. Gonna be old meat and bread scripture. Second Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Second Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Here we go. Satan come immediately. So like it. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And one of the main devices that these devils have is the media. You know, they control the media. Therefore, they control the narrative that's put out. For instance, you know, there are several mainstream media distributions, you know, without naming them all, but all of them drop the beating, the handcuff beating of a man to death, to pick up the terrorist attack. You know, there's no more footage on the attack that the officer did to the inmate. You know, all of a sudden that just got swept up under the rug. Ain't nobody talking about that no more. Especially mainstream media. So we know that, hey, these are a part of Satan's wicked devices. That media is a strong demon, a strong source of witchcraft. You know, and I watched a few lessons of other brothers that, you know, went into, you know, the different, you know, scenarios that could be, you know, be a catalyst behind these so-called terrorist attacks. You know, it could very well be MK Ultra, control situations, PSYOP. You know, and the list goes on. You know, it could be several different things. You know, just to change the narrative into what they want it to be. You know, to put you in a state of confusion, a state of delusion. You know, to have you concentrate and put your mind. You know, it's a part of mental control. You know, deception. And with that being said, my next scripture is going to be the book of Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 6, starting at verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Most High Yahweh, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You know, that's why we ought to be, you know, girded up, especially in 2025. You know, the apostles and elders, you know, have deemed this the year to be more circumspect than ever, pretty much. You know, hey, this could very well be, hey, the last standing. You know, the last defense is, hey, to get rooted and grounded in this truth. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Imagine that. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Imagine that. We're in a war zone, and we're on the front line. You know, and it's sad that 2/3 of our people don't understand that this is a spiritual battle going on. Good against evil. And the evil of this world is, I mean, it has a strong foundation. Not saying that, you know, the Most High isn't in control. We know that. But at the same time, hey, there's a spiritual war out here. And we ought to gird up. Be circumspect. You know, be fit for the battle. Like Joshua. And with that being said, I'm going to read the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 again. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And you know, we are fastly approaching those evil days. You know, we see what's going on around us day by day on a daily basis. There isn't a day that go by that, hey, there's some kind of atrocity or some kind of event that is life changing. You know, just sit things on the edge. Every day there's something. Whether it's local, or different situations around the world. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13 again. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. You know, having girded up, you know, just rooted yourself and grounded yourself in these laws, statutes, and commandments, in the will of the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth. And what is the truth? This word. This word is the truth. And having on the breastplate of righteousness. What is righteousness? Right. Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. You know, rooted and grounded in the scripture, in this word. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. You know, we're going to need our faith whenever all these different situations, you know, present themselves. You know, because they're rooted and grounded in wickedness. You know, all those powers on the left-hand side. So we ought to be rooted and grounded with the powers of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Awashah, on the right-hand side. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High Yahweh. As I said earlier, hey, this word is what, it's what's going to get us through. This word and our faith. Because, like I said, we're on a battlefield, and the enemy is strong. So we got to be stronger. And the only way we can be stronger and more powerful, is come back to our power. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And with that being said, I'm going to go to the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. And it reads, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? You got people, they're on an uproar for practically everything that they shouldn't be in an uproar for. They're in an uproar for things that's not adverse to the words and the law, statutes, and commandments. They're not in an uproar with that. But they're in an uproar of righteousness, or just teaching the Bible, in its proper context. They're in an uproar about that. But the fact that, a man can marry a man, or a woman can marry another woman, a child can have a sex change without the consent of the parents, just pretty much anything that is adverse to the scriptures, they don't have a problem with that. Basically, they got a problem with the truth. As long as it doesn't contain the truth, they'll grasp it. They'll cleave to that. Any sort of wickedness, they'll cleave to it. Anything that's vain is all right with them. And with that being said, my next scripture is going to be, I'm going to read all the way down to verse 12. Psalm chapter 2, starting at verse 1, and I'm going to read all the way down to 12. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Oh man, look, anything vain, like I said, they all for it. The king of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Most High Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. They want to take us off the corners. They want to take those Bibles take those Bibles and burn them. We already tried manipulating the scriptures, removing scriptures and teaching them in a false manner, and that didn't work. So they got to go to the ultimate. Now they're going to have to just ban the Bible altogether, or make it demonize anybody that speaks according to the word of the Most High. Just outlaw righteousness altogether. Being righteous is going to be uh, it's gonna be held against you to try and be righteous in this world. You know, to live according to the way the Most High designed us to live. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Most High Yahweh shall have them in derision. You know, the Most High is, at this very moment, He's laughing at the decision that these people think that they are making, not knowing that, hey, He's put it in their mindset to do the things that they are doing, to further their demise, to make their judgment come brief, you know, in orderly fashion, fast, quick, and in a hurry. Then shall He speak unto them in His wrath. Oh my goodness! When the Most High speaking is with it in His wrath, that don't sound too good. It doesn't say in love. Then shall He speak unto them in His wrath. And we have no idea. We can't even fathom the wrath that the Most High have in store for this place. And vex them in His sore displeasure. Vex. That means you're going to be put in a ill state of existence. A very ill state of existence. And as the old saying say, I wouldn't want to be you. And with that, I'm going to move to the book. I'm going to continue in the book of Psalms, but I'm going to jump to chapter 94 and start at verse 3. Psalm chapter 94, verse 3. O Lord Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? You know, this is a prayer of David, you know, crying out to the Most High about how long is the wicked going to be able to triumph, going to be in power, going to be able to have their foot on our necks. How long shall they utter and speak hard things? You know, they lie. They do everything contrary to the word. They lie, they rape, they murder. Every and any atrocity that you can come up with, hey, they did it. And did it to the fullest. And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. And you know, hey, these some prideful devils. You take, for instance, those correction officers that beat that man to death. Did you see how they were staring into the camera as if they was on a reality show? Basically, what they were saying is, hey, this ain't the first time we did this. And if nothing don't happen about this situation, we're going to do it again. That's the pride in those devils. They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. You know, I don't know whether that young man was a father or not, but I know he, for a fact, that he was somebody's child. You know, he had a mother and a father. But tell me this Bible don't speak truth to the word. They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, the Most High Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. Since the Most High is not expedient with his wrath and with his judgment, these devils think they can continue to get away with murder. They've been getting away with it for hundreds of years. So why should they feel any different? But lo and behold, the day come. The day gonna come. Psalms chapter 94, verse 8. Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools. You got to be a fool to think that, hey, all the things that you committed, all the atrocities that you have done, that you're just gonna get a clean slate, and you're just gonna behave, just say, oh well, it's over with. Let bygones be bygones. Let's move on. When will you be wise? Never. There's no wisdom in them. These devils despise wisdom. The true wisdom is these scriptures. And they hate this Bible. They hate it with a passion. He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? The Most High made all these things. He's the designer of all those things. Of course he sees everything. Of course he hears those little secret meetings you have behind closed doors. Of course he knows the plans that you have for his chosen people. Of course he knows that you mean them no good. And he knows exactly, he knows everything that's on your mind before you even think it. How about that? He that chasts the heathen, shall not he correct? He that teaches man knowledge, shall not he know? Let me read that again. He that chastises the heathen, shall not he correct? That means you got a chastising coming. He that teaches man knowledge, shall not he know? The Most High he's the all in all. Without him, there would be no wisdom. There would be no knowledge. So how in the hell you think you can pull the wool over Yahweh's eyes? Yahweh's eyes. Psalm chapter 94, verse 11. The Most High Yahweh knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Your thoughts are vain to the Most High, because he's the controlling factor. A man's ways are the going of the Most High. How about that? Psalm chapter 94, verse 12. Blessed is the man whom thou chasten, O Yahweh, and teaches him out of thy law. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Awashai for his chastisement. His correction. If it wasn't for his chastisement and correction, we would be bastards. We would be like fatherless children. Like these devils. They're fatherless. They're bastards. They're brute beasts. The basis of all men. And with that being said, I'm going to close out by giving all praises and glorification to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Yekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say shalom and ahab to all the brothers and sisters that's striving and thriving in the same true doctrine. Shalom.